All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Set! 319! 319!
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Over! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now Darnold. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Hot!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Right, now,
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And going. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
After the interception, here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it with Williams. Look at the spin. Balance. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They come out here in the eye.
Check.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey. We got 4.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jetson possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Campbell. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. But he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for a new look. And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding. Their breath, but nowadays they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. It's big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Watching that, Marty. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3:19. Let's go right here. Now
Jackson on 1st down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Detroit! Detroit!
Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Detroit! Detroit!
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was looking for a Nunwa there. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now let's go. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Williams. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The quick slant caught. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They come out here in the and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boys, come on. Gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Darnold on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Detroit! Over! Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 4 down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now.
Detroit,
3rd and long.
Detroit. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Cut.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Over.
Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.